it's time for this afternoon session of Children's GBC on a Monday afternoon. And here's George Buxton, and guess who's with it this time? Well, there's not no hair there, that's one thing for certain. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Children's GBC on a fine Monday afternoon this time. Well, so that you know, viewers, that I will be probably going over to George's house to do some presenting of more programs. That's tomorrow afternoon as well. But of course, I'm not the only one here, by the way. So here is our very special guest that comes all the way from the Bearson household. And it's none than the father bear of the Bearsons, Andy. Hello, everybody. Hello there. Hello there. Oh, hello, Andy. How are you getting on today? Oh, I'm doing brilliantly. Thank you for asking. Right, so I take that you are taking over Children's GBC. Well, of course, it is my own channel station, you know, GBC. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. So I've heard that you and your friend George has done some presenting together since then. Yep, and I know I didn't get a chance to include you or any other friends for that matter. Oh, well, you're here anyway now. Oh, all right then. So what's the first program then? Well, I'll explain that to the viewers. All right. Right, so this is Children's GBC. So here we go with the first program of the day. And here's another new episode premiere of The Greediosaurus Gang. Now, I think it's called The Invention. Oh, The Invention? Yes, that's what the episode is today. Well, mind you, well, I think I've heard of Inspector Gadget. Who ever heard of a dinosaur inventing things? Yeah, you tell me about it, Andy. Well, here's the Greediosaurus Gang anyway.
Greediosaurus, do you think he's Saurus? Do you think he's gonna eat my lunch? He's a hungry beast, looking for a feast, only happy when he hears that crunch. Greedy, 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 Greediosaurus. Greedy, greedy, is only happy when he hears that crunch. Greedy, 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 Greediosaurus. Greedy, greedy, is only happy when he hears that crunch. Only happy when he hears that crunch. Only happy when he hears that crunch.
Posters have been going up all over Dinaville, advertising a competition.
And that was the Greediosaurus Gang. Yeah, inventing things in Dino World is probably very different, though. All right, then, viewers. So here we go with the next program now. Andy, I've heard that you've been over to Greendale to help a certain postman to help out with delivering the letters. Well, me and my family helped, all right. Well, except these are Maggie, of course. Oh, right, I see. Right, so anyway, so here we go with the next program now. So here is Postman Pat, and today he takes a message. This should be interesting. Yeah, it should be, Andy. It should be.
Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Boom, 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 boom. Dee-dum, dum, dee-dum, boom, boom. Rum, boom, 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 boom.
And that was Postman Pat. Well, mind you, so I'm so glad that Postman Pat has managed to deliver a message to the Reverend Timms. But of course, the Reverend Timms is not going anywhere this time. So it did turn out well in the end. So here is another classic from Woodland Animations, and it's going to be called Gran. Gran? Who's Gran? Well, you have to watch this episode to find out. All right. Oh, and today's episode is all about wind-up toys and all sorts of things today. Let's go enjoy it.
You really are the most. I think that I can boast. You really
grand. So yeah, it was a wind-up gnome toy that got everyone going. Oh, and I know that there was some underpants on the gnome's head. Yeah, that is so funny. Okay, so here we go for the next program now. And it's going to be about Orphan and Cuddles. Oh, Orphan and Cuddles. Hang on. Aren't they from the Keith Harris show or something? Yes, Andy, that's right. You see, because have you ever heard of a Keith Harris show before? I don't know. Actually, no, I don't. I can't remember. Well, I'm sure you'll find out because this is a cartoon version, not the live action program. Oh, I see. Now, anyways, here's Orphan and Cuddles. That's something to do with Midnight Cowboy, except they take place at a certain fun fair.
Orville is green, Cuddles is mean. Orville and Cuddles, here on your screen.
Was Orphan and Cuddles. Right, now, do you remember those two? Actually, I forgot. Don't worry about it, Andy. Well, I'm sure that it'll come back to you. Okay. Right, so what's the next program then? Well, the next program that we're going to have now, Andy, is going to be about the Moomins. The Moomins? Is it a cartoon or is it one of those stop-motion animation shows? It's a stop-motion one this time. Oh, well, that should be interesting to see. Oh, yeah, enjoy the Moomins, everyone. Oh, and I think it's going to take place at a fun fair as well as being in Dreamland. Yeah.
It was the very darkest point of winter in Moomin Valley. Only the wolves and the groat were abroad. Moomintroll was escaping from grim winter into sleep and dreams.
The Moomins. Well, mind you, it's like a Moomin troll has just floated up like a balloon. Well, Andy, I believe that we're going to have the next program now, and it's going to be about Alphabet Soup. Alphabet Soup? What's that? Is this something to do with the 26 letters of the alphabet with animals in it? Yes, Andy, that's right. Oh, and I only know one certain animal that begins with B. It's a bear. Yeah, you got that right, as I am a bear. But I'm not just called a bear, I'm also called the Bearson. Yeah, because my first name is Andy. That begins with A. Yeah, you got that right. And my name is I am not an animal, but I'm also called George with G on it. I think that George Buxton is wasting 200 pounds. Hey, cut it out, you! Ow! Anyways, here's Alphabet Sue anyway.
Long tail wagging and flippers flapping and feathers flying too. Barking and a talking, squeaking and a squawking down at the alphabet zoo, zoo, zoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo. Wrinkly skin and a toothy grin, red, gray, brown and blue. Flying and a walking, swimming and a squawking down at the alphabet zoo, zoo, zoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo.
Clara. Hello, Duster.
We've got a surprise for you later. You just wait and see.
Who's always got his head in the sand. Long tail wagging and flippers flapping and feathers flying too. Barking and a talking, squeaking and a squawking down at the alphabet zoo, zoo, zoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo. Zoo, zoo, zoo.
Alphabet Zoo.
And that was Alphabet Zoo. Wow, I didn't realise that Alphabet Zoo is one of those strangest programs that you normally find from Granada Television. Oh, and that letter today that you probably saw was Q. Well, I think that we should cue on to the next program. Snarl, 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 waffle, 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 waffle. Very amusing, George. Yeah. Oh, you think so? Nope. You're wasting 500. Hey! Dante! We're still going on about money! 600. Oi! Shut up, you! 700, 800, 900. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Obviously, Andy was just trying to get me as payback after all those years of being in the Bearsons. Oh, God. Sorry, George. Force of habit. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, because it's been such a long time since you and I have met in the Bearsons. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the next program, by the way? Now, obviously, the next program now is that we're going to have the teddy bears. Eh? Teddy bears? Oh, hang on. Is this something to do with either about the Bearsons or is it the fact that it's just one of those colourful bears? It's the colourful bears, and it's not very similar to you or your family. Oh. So what's today's episode then? Well, today's episode is all about the mystery of the missing page. Oh, my goodness. So who's going to solve this mystery then? Well, let's watch this episode and then we'll find out who stole the missing page. All right. So here's the teddy bear.
Teddy bear train. Teddy bear bus. Teddy bear world. Teddy bear play. Come join in the teddy bear's day.
What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Charles!
Robert. Louise.
William!
And Fred. Teddy bear train.
And just a reminder that there'll be another episode of Teddy Bears, which is only happening next time. But I'm sure we've got a good program coming up next here on Children's GBC. Carry on with the music. Hey, I was going to say that. Sorry. And that was the Teddy Bears. So the mystery of the missing page was finally solved after all. And as they say, the case is now closed. Well, Andy, what do you think of this? I suppose it does look a bit similar. Except without the strangles in it. Yeah, even without the strangles. And even about your catchphrase, who goes by the name of Bud. Yeah, which is basically like this. What? Just like that. Yeah, I suppose it is very true. Yeah. So anyway, so the next program now is going to be Mop and Smith. Mop and Smith? Oh, I thought you meant Mop and Sniff. That doesn't mean it's Mop and Sniff. Well, I'm going to have a sniff. Somewhere. Hey, what's that over there? What? Where? I can't see anything. Well, I'm going to have a sniff. Oh! Andy! Carpets don't smell. Yes, it is, you smelly old man. Oh! Here's my pursuit whilst I deal with Andy Bearson.
From
his head to his toes and his shining nose to his great big ears that flop. He's a friend of mine, come rain or shine, that's Mop. Now how about that? There's a friendly cat who could send my mind askew with troubles I've had him, but I love the little madam called Smith. Mop and Smith, they are two of a kind. There's no doubt at all they're best of friends. Mop and Smith, now then you'd never find so much fun right under the sun. Adventure time for everyone. Mop and Smith, there's no buts, no ifs about it. Mop and Smith are two of a kind.
The village on the hill is decked out in a dozen shades of green today.
When the walking's done, they've had their fun, but they're still fast asleep. So I paint scenes of all their dreams, a picture you can keep. Mop and Smith, they are two of a kind. There's no doubt at all they're best of friends. Mop and Smith, now then you'd never find so much fun right under the sun. Adventure time for everyone. Mop and Smith, there's no buts, no ifs about it. Mop and Smith are two of a kind. They're two of a kind.
And that was Mop and Smith, and I certainly do not mean sniff. All right, Andy, you can get up now. All right, I'm okay, and I'm really sorry if I caught you a smelling up man and to sniff your armpits. That's all right. Now, anyways, I'm sure we got a good program now. Oh, and this time we're going to have Banana Man. Ooh, Banana Man? Oh, I think I've read about it in one of those Dandy comics. You're joking? No, I'm not kidding, George. Oh, and mind you, I think that my stepdad used to grow fruit. He's a banana man himself. You're joking also?
This is 29 Acacia Road, and this is Eric, the schoolboy who leads an exciting double life. For when Eric eats a banana, an amazing transformation occurs. Eric is Banana Man, ever alert for the call to action. Once again, banana fans, that happy-go-lucky band of villains, the Heavy Mob.
That was Banana Man. Yep, he's one of those figured heroes for when Eric was a schoolboy who leads to an amazing double life. Well, it's time to hit the hut, especially if it's Pizza Hut. Ready to hit the hut? Yep, ready. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, he hurt! Oh, my ear! Oh! I feel much better after this, George Buxton. I think. Oh, why do I even bother? Anyway, so here we go with the next program now. Now, and it's featuring Dog's Body in this one, and this one is called Riddles of the Sand. Oh, that takes place in Egypt, by the way. Oh, yeah, and of course it is also in Space Vets. Well, let's hope that this episode will go so well. Enjoy.
Captain's Diary, 10th of the 7th. We are proceeding at full speed to the planet Servius, where a dangerous virus is threatening one of the world's last surviving herds of wild Winnie pig. We aim to save time by landing high up in the mountains where the Winnie pig live. This is a dangerous maneuver for any navigator. But 2 seems confident he can pull it off.
15 seconds till landing.
You sure we're on course, 2?
10 seconds? Relax, you're in the hands of a professional.
You seem awfully calm about all this.
5 seconds? The secret here is to keep your eye on the instruments and never look out of the... Oh!
Space Vets, and if you think that program's really good, wait till you see Dogsbody's next appearance in the next program, which is Cartoon Critters with Fleur. Who's Fleur? Well, you could say she's a friend of Dogsbody. Oh, right, I see. And I wonder if they got a full cartoon to that. I think it's the one with a platypus on it. Platypus? Aren't they ugly creatures? Well, sometimes they are, but not really, because all it has is a duck bill, that's a beak, and a sudden beaver's tail. Interesting. Well, that should be interesting. Yeah, so here's Cartoon Critters today.
I think it's going to be one of those days. Cue titles. Oh! Hi, and welcome to Cartoon Critters, the show that brings... Now that's what I call an art attack.
Next week on Cartoon Critters, Tom and Jerry have some bother with some ducklings, and we go for a swim with some aquatic animals.
And do ostriches really bury their heads in the sand? Find out the truth behind the tune next time.
In the meantime, come and visit us at www.bbc.co.uk/reallywild.
And that was Cartoon Critters. Yeah, so it was all about the platypus, and as well as a cartoon. What do you think of this one, Andy? Well, I say it was pretty amazing. And I think Dogsbody got himself an art attack. Which I'm going to do with you now. So, Andy, yeah? Take this, old man. Oh! Yeah, I suppose you're right, George. I guess that this is what's called an art attack. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time. Bye. All right, so that's pretty much all the progress that we got time for today on Children's GBC. And don't forget, now, I will be at George's house tomorrow morning. That begins somewhere between 10 a.m. or just any other time, really. So it's time for me to say goodbye. And until we see you again, bye-bye, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye, and see you tomorrow afternoon. But when I get to do my own afternoon slot on a Tuesday, and George will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. GTV. And now it's time for a certain program which is called A Town Called Panic. And today, Cowboy, Indian and a horse were having some cake. But of course it's bedtime for them anyway. So, who's going to be taking a cake? Well, let's find out, shall we?
There he is!
Now on GTV, it's time for our afternoon film, and it takes place in England. So here is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And this show may contain scenes of violence.